Hi guys, I thought I'd do a little video here about how I groom Mia's face. Mia's a little poodle and I don't do the typical, shave the face here and give the poof at the top knot and whatnot. I just groom her differently. This is how her mom likes her hair done. So this is how I groom her face.
Today's video, Scissoring Dog Face, how to trim face.
First, I will use a 19 millimeter for top of her head. I'll take this off here, honey. And back her up. Need some space. Take some of that off. Of course, she was combed out, brushed out before using this. Pull some of the hair back.
New to this channel? Consider subscribing. I'll be sure to bring you new content to give you the opportunity to either learn something new or for just simple entertainment.
With that, next step will be cutting the visor. So I'll use my peacock chunkers here and cut some of that out, bringing it all the way to the corner of her eye here, this side too. And then I'll go back in with these thinners here, and instead of, I don't want it to be square with that. See how square that is? I'm going to bevel that. Hope my hand is not in the way too much here. So see, I don't want the square flat visor. I want to take this out here. So I'm going to bevel it. Come into an angle like this to try to match the top so that it's rounder. See? We'll take some of this on the top here off too. Well, we'll come back to that later. Anyhow, so I'm going to comb all of this out and I'm going to pull between her eyes. She has all this hair here, so I'm going to pull that out. And I'm picky with my scissors. I'm not too sure how many teeth this one is, but this is another one I have that has got a whole bunch more teeth. And I'm going to come in and I'm going to take this whole thing out here. We don't want that hanging out. Right between the eyes, and I take all of that out like that. Okay? I never blow. I'll either take out my fingers or use my comb. I don't like to blow into the dog's eyes. So then here I'm going to take some of this off, with these scissors here, and I'm just going to go around and try and nitpick at little parts I don't like. Okay? Next I'm going to take some of that on the top off here. She likes that this is nice and clean. Take this top off here. Are we still in the frame? Hang on. I'm trying to stay in the frame. Maybe if I turn this a bit. Sorry guys. Not easy having the camera on your shoulder. So I'm going to take all of that off here. Like that. Hoping you guys see well. And then into the corners, I'm seeing some more there. I just like to clean it all out. Come in here, like that. See? That's all nice and clean. See the way I'm holding her face? I'm holding her chin, but I have my hand underneath like this. So I'm just keeping her still. I just don't want her to yank out. I can't hold her face like this and cut because I won't be able to do my work. So I need space. So I just hold her, I put my hand underneath, like that. And I just try to keep her solid, not moving. She's a really good pup to groom, so she doesn't move much. So once I have all the eye area done, I'm going to come and do the bottom part here. See? All of this has to go. So I'm going to use my chunkers. The reason why I use my chunkers is because I don't want to have to be cutting with my other ones. They're too many teeth and they're not aggressive enough. I could easily go in and cut with this. You know, I could use this. I just enjoy my chunkers, I guess. I like these. So I'm getting about this much space. The client likes her face nice and short. Okay, so I'm going to bring all of this in here. Look at all this poo-poo stuff that she has there. You know, there are some other dogs. You know, other dogs will have, this will all be white. Her saliva is causing her to have some yellowing here. So, and it stays wet. I mean, even if I dry her, she licks and she goes back in her mouth, right? So I'm just going to take that out with these little scissors here. Try to take that out as much as possible. It's unsightly. But at the same time, I need to make a nice round face here, right? Bring that in, pulling it all forward. I'm going to use my straights here, and I'm going to cut in an angle, going not downwards, but into this angle because I want to go up and around, right? So here we go. Pull that out. Try it again. Got some extra stuff here that I can take out. So we're going to throw her ear back. Pull this out, and you see all this hanging out? That's just not supposed to be there. So we're going to go from here and make a nice round cheek here all the way to her ear, the back of her ear. So we want to go down, take all of this out to around the back of her ear, which is over here. Pull her ear here, the back of her ear. See? Pull down. Got some more of that here. All the way to the back of her ear. Now, I want to do the same thing, but I want to bring it all the way to the top of her ear here. But by pulling everything back and getting rid of all this junk that's in front of her ear here, my head in the way, all of the junk that's in front of her ear. So we're going to pull it all back. You're such a good model, Mia. So I'm going to go from the base of her ear here, slowly, and I'm not opening and closing really big because if she moves, I'm just snipping small little snips. I don't want that ear to go into my scissors. So if I'm flapping like that and she moves her ear, I might get her. I don't want to catch her. So I'm going to just small little snips all the way to the top here. All right. So now you see we have a nice round circle here. So we went from here to the back of her ear, here to the front of her ear. And the way I did that was pulling it all back and taking all the junk out with only small snips, okay? I'm going to go behind her ear just to clean that up a bit. Pull the ear forward. All this extra stuff. See where we have our little circle here going behind her ear? Well, I'm going to come and continue that. Not too high, just a little around half of the ear. Because if I go too high, when I'm going to drop her ear, all of that's going to be cut off and it won't look equal. So I'm going to take some off like this, okay? Hang on, honey. I'm sorry. I was holding you long, eh? Yeah. Had to explain everything. Hang on. She's got some stuff hanging out here. So if you see that there's stuff hanging out, you can always go look inside here. Sometimes they have right here, it gets all dark and yucky. There's just one little thing here, and then you could snip that out if you want. But I'm just going to leave that like this. She's got some more here. Just going to tidy that up a bit. There's some yuckies there, huh? Yuckies there. Again, this is a pet trim for people at home or any other groomer that needed some tips. This is how I groom Mia. Okay, so once we've done this from there to the back, this to the front, and we did the back also.
Ask me any question. Comment about whatever your heart desires, even if it's just to leave me a smiley face. Who knows? I may smile back.
I'm going to pull all of her hair up and look at her from the front, okay? You see how that's not all equal? The next thing I'm going to want to do, I'll take less aggressive scissors to do this part. I'll go from the nose, and I want to go to the corner of the eye, right? I'm going to bevel that in all the way to the corner to the eye here. When I say bevel, I mean I'm coming in like this. I'm not cutting straight. I'm just beveling sideways because we want it to be round like that, right? So just bevel your scissors a little more flat, and I'm just making a nice circle going from the chin to the corner of the eye, like that. Okay, so I'll pull this back, and I'm just going to make slight adjustments to try to make it as round as possible. So you use your eyes, right? You just make everything as round as possible. Coming to the top here, making it as round as possible. There you go. So we have one side pretty much done. We'll come back in probably to do just a few little, check out a few little errors I might have made. So we're going to do this side now. All right. So we got some poopies here. Get rid of the poopies. Gonna make sure that this pup is not gonna lick. I'm holding her jaw nice and firm to be sure she doesn't pop her tongue out. All right. I'm gonna bring this forward. Remember? And I never cut this way. If I do, it's because I know that the dog's not. I know the dog, and I know, you never know what can happen. But in general, what I'm trying to say, in general, it's always best to come down this way. But sometimes I'll come in and cut this way. But always best to go downwards because you don't want to catch that tongue if it comes down. See the angle I came in? I'm going towards her body. I'm not coming down straight. You can if you want. Come down straight like this, but as long as you start coming down towards the body, because you want to start rounding out, right? Okay. So, do you see well? Hang on. Turn your head. Oh, honey. Have some bad teeth in there or something? All right. I'm going to round that out again just a little bit. I'm going to come in with my aggressive scissors here, and I'm going to make a circle from here to the back of her ear. So I can come in like that. It's the back of her ear right here, like that. Then pull all of the hair back. I'm not going to come in and comb this way because I could catch her eye and then, I don't want to poke her eye out, right? So often I'll just come in and I'll, this doesn't hurt. We're just going very lightly, right? So I don't want to do like that. So I flatten it out as best as I can. And I'll come right in and take all of this stuff out here, all the way to the top of her ear. What did you see, Maya? Mia, not Mia, sorry. Laika. I've been calling her Maya, and her name's Laika. I'm sorry, Laika. So, I see so many pops. I am so sorry. You're not Maya. You're Laika, right? Okay. So we're going to do the same thing. So you see, I went from the nose all the way to the top of the ear, from the nose all the way to the back of the ear. Now I'm going to go behind this ear here, comb that out, downwards and outwards. And I'm going to take a little bit out, just a little bit, because this knots up pretty easy, right? Take just a little bit of that out. Okay, we'll come back in and clean it up better later. All right, so that's one. Okay, so we're going to do the side here. As you see, I pull it out, and that's not round. So you need to round this out, beveling, remember, this way, flattening it out, come to the top. Oh, those ears went up when you heard the squeaking. See, so I'm noticing right now, that from her eye to there is shorter than here. So I want to come and equal that out here. Just a little more. Remember, we want to follow the face. So if your scissors are like this and coming around, you have to follow. Your scissor needs to follow the shape of the face. So here it's a little square. I'm going to come in and round that out. So I really want the corner of the eye to come in to the front. Okay? All right. Well, I got little pieces here I'm going to fix. See here, there's some missing. All right. Next. We'll have a last look in the end to be sure that there's no, we need to perfect it in the end. So here, I like to come in and give a little V up from there to there, and there to there. So they have a little bit of space here. Whatever scissors you want to use. Just coming in and out. Because when she brings her head down, there won't be all that poofy hair coming out, right? So there you go. We got that done. So I'm going to pull all of your hair up here, honey. The last part here. And I want to be sure that this is round. So I'm going to come in with these scissors here. And I'm going to flatten this out here a bit. And then do the same thing on that side. Are you seeing well? It's always an issue, right? Having our hands in the way. Try to perfect it as much as we can. But remember, these are not show dogs. These are our pets. So we groom our pets the way our clients want them groomed, want them like their haircut. If they're the type of client that likes to brush out their dog and they like the long hair, as long as the dog is good with it and the client has time for it, fine. But the cut usually goes along with how day-to-day, how things go at home, right? You're a new mom and you have a whole bunch of kids at home or whatnot. It's not easy. It's not easy to own a pet that you have to be brushing and brushing and brushing. So, okay, here we go. The ear. The ear, always check for your ear leather. It ends right here. So I have all this space to work with. This particular client loves having her puppy's ears longer. She does not want the ears to be, because usually I'll cut them at the same length of at the jaw, right? So what I will do here is I'm only going to take a little off because she likes the long look. Okay? So what I will do, hanging onto your face here, hon. So I know I have enough space here. So I'm going to come in an angle, and I'm going to cut just a little bit off. Hang on, I'm holding her face because I don't want her turning around. So I cut straight across, getting a nice round. She doesn't want the flat. She wants a nice round ear. Okay, do as round as we can. Okay, like that. And then I'm going to come in with my thinners, and I'm going to come into an angle downwards. And I'm going to bevel that side of the ear like that. So do underneath, and then bevel again, because I just want that puffy ear. She really likes that little ear to be puffy. That, as much as I can. Often I'll have to come back inside and see here, right here. I need to get rid of that here. I want that nice round look, right? I could take even more off because see it's flat, coming down flat, so I take a little more off like that. Just a little. There. Then I'll come in at the base of the ear here, pull that extra hair up, up. And I'm just going to continue from the top of the head to here. So I'll angle and aim at the same, how can I say that? We're going towards the ear, just the same height as the ear, I would say. Take some of that off. Does that make sense? So there, she's just perfect like that. All right. Okay, other side, let's do the same thing on this side. Yeah, you don't want me to be holding your ears, right? Gotta fix that here. Take a little more off. We'll come back in for sure. I know myself. So we have the ear leather that finishes there. We have a lot of real estate here. Come in a nice round from the back. It's like a little bell, huh? Just like a little bell. And then we'll comb this out. And we will bevel the bell, going downwards, down, 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 down. And if you don't own a pair of these, please own a pair. They are, you know, will make any groomer look like a professional. Any beginner groomer look like a professional. Anyone can do this, right? These things, they just help with, if you make a mistake, you can come in with it and it'll just get rid of that mistake for you. Okay, so we're going to do the top part here and do the same thing. I want to get rid of some of that, like this, coming down towards the ear here. Again, the way I groom puppies is the way I groom puppies. Everyone has their own way of cutting ears, of doing faces. You know, we all have the general idea, but we all work differently, right?
While you're here, please consider liking this video. Knowing this video is liked encourages me to bring you more content.
I think that grooming and cuts it's an art. It really is an art. And you do it your way, right? You do it your way. I'm just here to help along. If you have any questions or whatnot, I'm just here to help along. So there you go. So did we do it? Did we just finish it? Are your ears equal? So I need to take a last look at those ears. So this is how you groom. This is how I groom a what am I grooming here? I think I need my coffee, right? I need my poodle. This is how I groom a poodle's face. But not just any poodle. This is how I groom Laika's face and how her mom likes it. So I'm just coming in and snipping at places that I find is not perfect. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed, and I hope it helps you a bit. And yeah, remember, this is all about having fun, enjoying the ride, and making these little puppies feel good about themselves. All right, talk to you soon. Bye.